So I got a really long intro. Be prepared. Sunday night, I got about an hour, somewhere an hour and a half of sleep. So that was no video yesterday. Just the usual standard. If I call off one job, the other one fucking gets called off too. I should really make a hi. It's me. I either didn't sleep or I'm not feeling well, so no video today. I should make one of those because that would be funny, and just do like I do with the whatever the fuck it is I do. BitChute. So anyways, I'm not entirely with it today, but I am making a video because it's funny. Usually I do world politics when I'm this tired, and boy could I, but we're going a different way. I'll explain that in the actual video. Anyways, so over the weekend I was watching a lot of randomizer tournaments. For those of you who may not be into video game speedrunning, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, a game which I like very much, a game I beat last week actually. There's programs that can randomize all of the items. God damn it, is that truck again? No, he ain't here. Okay. There's a thing you find online that will give you a seed where all of the items are randomized amongst all of the chests. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really makes you think on your feet in that game. It's made the game challenging for me again, so I'm playing the shit out of it. Not so much yesterday. A lot of thinking that has to go on with it. Tough to do. So, I'm going to start playing that a lot. I'm throwing this out there to you guys to take your temperature on this shit, because I'm kind of grasping at straws here to find new stuff for you guys while you're all laid up at home, either sick or not sick, but not wanting to be sick. So, right, I'm if you would like, I will like record me playing some of those. And it's kind of like solitaire. You remember the solitaire game on the computer? You'd sit and play solitaire, and sometimes you'd wind up like locked out. You'd be like, "Oh fuck! Well, I need something to pull this off so I can find another thing I need in there." God damn, you get a buried ace or some shit like that. So it's kind of like that for me right now, because I'm not good enough to do a lot of the tricks. Some of the tricks I can do because they're fairly easy. A lot of the tricks I can't do because they're really hard. But I'm learning. So, there's going to be a lot of me fucking up. There'll be a lot of swearing. It's disappointing because, like, when you get a buried ace in solitaire, you kind of go, whatever. It was a 5-minute game. I'll play another 5-minute game and just get fucked over just as much. Right? It doesn't matter. But like when you play it for 2.5 hours and then you go, fuck! I need this, and I don't know where this is, and I don't know where it is. And I keep the little spoiler thing, and then I look it up whenever I get to the point where I'm trapped, I go and look it up. And fucking the other Sunday night, whatever fucking day it was. I almost said last night. I didn't do shit last night. I watched Randomizer all day. That's all I did because of it. Sunday, I got stuck because the Moon Pearl was in the Dark World in the brewery in the Thieves Town. For those of you who know the game. The little house you have to bomb open, and you go down the stairs and there's a chest. Moon Pearl was in that chest. And or no. The book was in that chest, right? So I needed the moon pearl definitely to get the book. But the moon pearl was in the desert palace. So you need the book to get into the desert palace. I didn't have the book because it was in the dark world. Can't get anything in the dark world because I don't have the moon pearl. So like I got up to that point, checked fucking everywhere else I possibly could. Had all this great stuff. I'm like, all I need is fucking moon pearl. And ball, we're good. And I fucking trapped. So it's fun. It's fun to see me get all pissed off. I imagine. I don't know. I don't have fun doing it. Jesse's with us today. Jesse says it's funny. It's been funny to watch. But yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments if you would like for me to, like, whenever I'm just strapped for material. Because I don't want to do fucking everyday Corona video. I'm so tired of talking about it. It's just such a shitty subject. And most of you guys know what's going on anyways. And nothing's really changing. Shit's getting worse. Things are starting to get better in New York, I heard. But whatever. I don't want to talk about it. So I'd like to find some, I mean, I'll do it here and there whenever something major happens. But, you know, until something major happens, we're all just kind of holding our breath. Some of us literally. And, not me. But yeah. If you would like to see some of that, let me know. Like I said, it's really interesting because everything's randomized. So, like, normally you would pick up the lantern in Link's chest in his house. It's your first item. You need that item for a lot of the game. The whole fucking game, pretty much. Well, it could be fucking 100 rupees. Right? You go to get your sword from your uncle, and he could give you 20 rupees. And then you're like, fuck, I have nothing. Yeah, so it's kind of fun to, you know, to then be like, okay, what can I even do? And then you got to figure it out. But yeah, so if you want to see that shit, let me know. If not, fine. I'm trying. I don't know what else to do. I'm not doing fucking stunt videos for you guys. That's for goddamn sure. I'm too tired. But yeah, so at the very least, you can just put it on in the background and be like, laugh at me when I do something stupid. Oh, they will be severely unedited, by the way. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna try and look for the best moments, because oh my god, if you want it at all, the fucking coronavirus thing will be over by the time I'm done editing that shit. You're like, alright, you guys, here's first game. So they're gonna be very unedited. But I'll try, you know, I used to be a gamer tuber, so I'll try and do my best to keep it hype for all of you. It'll be a lot, I mean, I go through it pretty quick, so it will be a lot of, alright, we got some nothing going on for, okay, here's the next chest, and fuck! You know, shit like that. But, yeah. Anyways, so, there you go. I told you it was going to be a long intro. Intro check, yeah, 9 minutes. Not bad for me, actually. That's really not bad for me. So, alright, we're on to the video now.
Who run Bartertown?
You know who.
You know him, you love him. He's
So, in the beginning, there were 3 pillars to the Me Too movement. They, oh God, white power symbol. So, there was Alyssa Milano, right? Notable deeds, screaming a lot about everybody. I don't remember who it was that touched her. Might have been Harvey Weinstein. I haven't a clue. But she was abused, and not saying she wasn't. And she went on her quest for, you know, getting her shit, and God bless her. Other notable achievements. She sat behind Brett Kavanaugh, the Brett Kavanaugh thing, so you always had to see her in the background behind Brett Kavanaugh. You had Rose McGowan. I think that was a Harvey Weinstein one. She wrote some book about it, I think, or something. I don't know. All I know is, we'll get into that in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, she just kind of yells about a lot of stuff. I think it was a Harvey Weinstein thing. She wrote some book. We'll get into that. And then there was Asia Argentum? Argentum? I don't remember. She was another one. I think she was a Harvey Weinstein one. She's kind of like Rose McGowan. She's always kind of there when you're talking about it. So they were kind of like the three main pillars. They were like the first people who really pushed this thing out into the light. Not saying that I have a problem with the spirit of the Me Too movement. However, like we find out in most things, there winds up being a lot of pork fat that gets injected into the fucking bill. And the spirit of the fucking thing is almost unrecognizable anymore. So, they started with a great cause. A whole lot of people injected their pork fat into it. Turned into shit. A whole lot of things that they did turned it into shit. It all fucking went tits up. And now it's kind of like a thing where it's there, but it's like the NRA or any other fucking group. PETA might be upset. Yeah, good for them. Like, they've turned into that kind of shit. Nobody really takes them all that serious anymore. We've kind of regained our senses, I hope. So, now, as far as I remember, we have two of the three pillars that are kind of like knocked out. I think Rose McGowan's still standing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Rose McGowan is just like one hair shy of a shithouse rat, and that's pretty much her only big thing. I remember watching a lot of videos of her at like book readings. I think it was her book, and she was reading it to audiences. They kind of do that shit before signings and stuff like that. So she was essentially at a book signing, and I remember seeing videos of her screaming at people in the fucking book signing. So yeah, she's like on the verge, but I think she's still keeping it together, right? Then you had Asia Argentum, whoever the fuck. She had kind of like a weird incestual pedophile thing going on with some like 15, 16-year-old kid, something like that. That she was his mother in some movie. He grew up and sent her a fucking, the hell is it called? What's that movie where the dude carries around that letter for that girl the whole fucking movie? Anyways, I don't remember. Yeah, it's a letter fucking for her. And then I guess they fucked. So, that's pretty bad. And now, Alyssa Milano supports Joe Biden. Now, we all know that Joe Biden is a bitch sniffer. You can't help it. If you ladies, watch what you wash your hair with in the morning. It smells good, right? You don't want to be around Joe Biden. You got good smelling hair. Keep it to Dove or whatever it is. It's unscented shit. Anyways, we all know that he is a groper of small children. Little girls, beware. Uncle Joe's coming. And now there's this new allegation, which is, 30-year allegation, a whole smear. And Alyssa Milano is supporting Joe Biden. And the Me Too people were like, what the fuck? And she was all like, and I'll admit this beforehand so that you can be amazed. I fully support and endorse exactly what she said. Again, perhaps not the spirit meant in, because I'm not being so two-faced about it. Nevertheless, I'm right there with her. In the spirit. Actually, well, not her spirit, in my spirit. In the spirit of the whole thing, right? She said that it's very important to listen to women. That we should listen to women. That every woman should be heard. Because we should all be listening to women and making sure that they're heard. And I'm pretty close to verbatim with that shit. And then she said, but we also need to make sure that the man is getting his just due process. I couldn't agree more. We should all be listening to women. We should. Whenever there's a complaint, it should be taken seriously and should be fully investigated, the whole thing. Right? I totally agree with that. And I also agree that the man should also have full due process. However, I remember watching her day after day, sitting behind Brett Kavanaugh, and then seeing the interviews with her afterwards, where she was essentially saying, fuck his due process. She said something. She had something to say. And I listened and believed. Fuck his due process. He shouldn't be a Supreme Court justice. Right? Why this sudden turnaround, you ask? Well, apparently Alyssa Milano is buddies with Joe Biden. They're pals. So, again, like I said, I agree with the spirit of the sentiment. Women should be listened to. Complaints should be heard. Something should be done about it. However, I don't think that way because my buddy is Joe Biden. Right? So, yeah. That's 2 out of 3. Looking at you, Rose. What you got?